good, YouTube? Your boy Electric Carves back with another review, and this time we're talking about the TYNEE Ultra. Now, TYNEE did not sponsor this video. This was purchased directly from TYNEE's website. So what you're going to get is an honest review, in my eyes, on this board. Is this a good mid-tier status board? Stay tuned and let's find out. Now, the board arrived to me in about 7 business days after ordering from the website here. As you can see, no thrills on the boxing, pretty basic here. It was missing the handle, and also it wasn't double boxed. The one thing I can say though is that it was packaged well on the inside, as you can see here, and the board was fully assembled. Now, the first thing you're gonna see after you remove the board is a thank you letter from TYNEE itself. I thought this was pretty cool. It's from the founder, and it explains basically the history of TYNEE, how they formed, and also provides contact information if you have any issues, missing parts, or things like that. The verbiage was a little different. You know, one of the things they talked about was we're not going to lie or cheat to you. I think that's kind of a given, but you know, it is what it is. You do have some stickers also that they provide with you, which is kind of cool if you're into that thing. And then you also have an instruction manual that's in full color. Will give basic instructions with the board and stuff like that. Next, from this, after you read through the instruction manual, you will have your extra belts, which are included with this. I always love when company gives extra belts. 265 by 5, I believe, is the size that they use for these, but you can never have enough belts. Now, this is a Hobbywing board, which we'll talk a little bit later on, but this is your standard Hobbywing remote control that's included with it here. So on here, you'll have your miles per hour, your range, your remote battery, the board battery life, things like that. And then you also have your 2.5 amp charger that's included with this. The total charge time for this board is about 3 hours, which isn't too bad for that. And then lastly, you also have a T-skate tool, extra nuts and bolts, all those good things. Rear bash guards are equipped on this as well as front. I appreciate when companies do this. It's one less thing that you have to purchase, and it protects your board. Now, this board is equipped with a Hobbywing 12S version 7.0 ESC. Hobbywing is very well known in the skate community. They're very smooth, have a responsive remote, especially with the throttle. So that's one thing that I like with that. It is a 50.4 high voltage also as well. You do have dual 875 watt Hobbywing belt motors included with this too. So nice, good power, especially at a mid-tier status like this. The board itself is a matte black finish. I think it's very stylish. It's timeless. And it's a bamboo and fiberglass mixture that you'll see. 12S 50.4 volt 345.6 watt hour battery, so a decent sized battery at the mid-tier status here for this. And then you do have 105 millimeter boosted style wheels. We'll talk a little bit later with that. I think that's a nice feature with this board, one of my favorite features actually. And then you also have your front bash guard included here. And then nice little just added features I like with TYNEE is like the gold nuts, as well as also the washers that you see with the trucks there. It's a nice added feature they have. Now, another thing I love about this board is the easily accessible charging port. I can't stand it whenever companies put charging ports underneath or in awkward spots to find on boards. It just makes sense whenever you put it in a spot that's easily located whenever you go to charge your board. 7-inch 43-degree reverse kingpin style trucks with double barrel bushings on here. Love the 7-inch. I think 8-inch would be a little wide for this. It allows you to carve and maneuver very easily with a street style board. You do have 265 by 5 millimeter belt sizes with this, and it is a bamboo and fiberglass mixture style board. That was the main key selling point for me on this one, and we'll talk a little bit later like why I love bamboo. Now, moving to the top of the board, What you're going to see here is a black and gray mixture style of grip tape. It's very sleek and modern looking. You have the TYNEE logo on the upper right corner of the board, which gives me a boosted stealth type of vibe if you've ever seen one of those before. And in fact, looking into this and researching, TYNEE designed this board a lot after the boosted stealth. So that's one reason why I like this board too. Now the concave on this is very minimal. It actually felt a little flat to me whenever I was skating. It left me wanting more for this. You know, I still felt snug and secure on there, but I like a little bit deeper concave whenever I'm doing deep carves. So that's something just to pay attention to with this. Now the wheels. The wheels are probably my favorite feature about this board. They come with 105mm rebranded boosted style wheels. And as you can see right here, this is a comparison to Mad Wheels V2, which is just a newer version of those boosted style wheels. One of the first things that I replace whenever I purchase a board is the wheels. And Mad Wheels are one of my favorite wheels. They're a go-to for comfort, grip. If you had to choose one wheel that was just a good all-around wheel that was more comfortable than any other, it would be a Mad Wheel. You can see 12 holes on the included boosted style wheels. Mad Wheels version 2 have 13 holes, so it gives a little bit more comfort. And then also, as you can see through here, the Mad Wheels are just a little bit wider, not too much wider, but you can feel a difference, which gives a little bit more grip with a wider wheel. But overall, you will not have to replace these wheels. That's one thing I like. Now, feet on the board, your toes hang a little off, which I love for street style boards. It's an 8.8-inch width on there. The board itself weighs 19.8 pounds and it has a max load of 330 pounds with this. So heavier riders out there, feel comfortable purchasing this board. Now the flex, this is one of my favorite things with this board as well too. This is why I love bamboo style boards. Flex helps absorb a lot of the bumps that you feel on the road and also helps with deep carves. That's one of my favorite things with street style boards. Speaking of flex and carves, let's take a look at some. Final conclusion. Now at the time of this video, this board is priced at $599. You can also use my discount code ElectricCarves included in the description below for additional savings. Now, with my favorite features of this board, the 105mm boosted style wheels, the bamboo flex, the speed of this board, and also the carvability, it makes it a really good mid-tier option when you're considering boards. A couple of things that I'd like to see differently with this would be a deeper concave for the board itself, and then also the torque just felt a little slow to me upon takeoff, but the top end speed makes up for that at 30 plus miles an hour. So if you're not trying to take off from start with that quick takeoff speed, then I wouldn't even worry about that. Guys, if you like this content, please don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Electric Carves, y'all. I'm out.